and you get to enjoy this content, and you get to see me do this. Let's do the video. I watched the sun come up today. The wind swept all clouds away. The sky did turn from gray to blue as my thoughts did turn to you. Our Little Town by Blaze Foley. This song was requested a couple times. I didn't really know it. It's a beautiful Blaze Foley song, and I wanted to mix it up with a beginner piece. This one is more of a beginner's piece. Not crazy Travis, but it's back to the basics. And even if you're a more involved player, I still highly recommend watching this one. I'm going to talk a lot about PIMA. That's how we refer to our right hand fingers. P-I-M-A. PIMA, it's Spanish or Latin or something. P is the thumb, I the index, M the middle, A the ring finger. And we're going to talk about kind of hand placement, how to hold your guitar, and just really go through right hand basics. Now, most of this stuff comes from the classical world. I'm going to link you guys to another video. It's not me, but this guy out there in the world, wherever he is, deserves a lot of credit. This video is a perfect breakdown of right hand technique, and I think it's like 17 minutes long or something like that. Less than 20 minutes, and it's a great video for any finger picker. Even if you think you know what you're doing, watch this video. The pedagogy, right, the fancy word for, how to play and practice. The classical players have been at this for hundreds of years, and they've really mastered the right hand technique on the guitar. And a lot of folk players don't take heed. They don't listen to that advice, and they just kind of wing it. And you can get pretty far that way, but with the proper technique, you're going to get that much better. So take your time, watch the video. If I'm not linking to it on the screen now, it'll be in the description down below. So watch that, and I'll do my best to break it down here. But like I said, I just want to give this guy credit. He has a great video that talks about right hand technique. So watch this video, learn this song. Even if it's simple at first, you can pay closer attention to the ergonomics of your right hand and to economy of motion, right? Are you wasting energy or wasting time by having weird habits with your fingers that you don't need to do? Proper follow through, proper preparation. We're going to talk about all that stuff. So let's do it. Let's take a look here at posture. We all hold our guitar wrong. Again, if you're a classical player, you're doing it right, but you watching, Joe Schmo, you, Billy Bob, whoever you are, you're doing it wrong. Your guitar should be on your left leg, right? And my left leg is up. Right? It's actually, they make footstools for this kind of thing. It's elevated, and it's this. I know I look like a square. I'm lame. I know you guys are all laughing at me. Look how stupid. What a nerd. Mike Music nerd. What a moron. He's so geeky. But if you play like this, check this out. Look how straight that is. That's unbelievable. If you play down low, you're forced to kind of bend your wrist, which, you're going to hurt yourself long term doing this. And you try to make a fist with your hand bent, right? With this, I got strength. Yeah, look at the veins in my arms. But when I'm like this, that's uncomfortable. You can't do anything. So what we're doing here is left leg is up on a footstool. If you don't have a footstool, get a book. Don't use your Bible. You should be reading that thing. But get a big book, an old encyclopedia or a dictionary. The dictionary's online now. But I shouldn't say that, because now the dictionaries they're reinventing words and changing the definition. Be careful. So take care of your old hardbound dictionary. So I don't use a phone book. There we go. Use a phone book. All right. Get that left leg elevated. And what you want to pay careful attention to is you want your thumb to be leading. This is, when I teach lessons, this is the most common mistake. Let me show you. It's this. So if you can see my thumb, it's having your index fingers, well, not index, but having all these fingers too close to the thumb or even in front of the thumb. Do not do that. That's not what we want to do. That's bad technique. What is happening is your thumb is leading. In other words, your thumb is closer to the fretboard, right? I mean, not like this, This is one extreme. This is the other extreme, right? We want to come, and usually it's from where your elbow is in your posture, right? I don't want you just to be playing like this and then force to fit it in some awkward way. I want you to think about this whole body solution to posture. So it's where your elbow is as well, right? If you're too low, like see how my elbow's way over here, then of course my thumb is going to be behind my other fingers. That's just what's going to happen. But what you want is you want to come up like this so that your thumb is leading, right? And then from there, my hands are really bent already, or my fingers rather, right? Like these are not straight, they're not way out here, they're really curled in, almost as if I'm making a fist, right? Look how curled that is. My thumb's getting in the way, but that's how much they're already bent in a very relaxed way, right? I'm not forcing them closed, but I'm not forcing them straight out either. If I was to be totally natural, I'm even bending them in slightly more, right? So I'm here. That way my thumb doesn't hit these other fingers. I mean, yeah, it touches my index, but it's not like bumping over here when I'm trying to play like that. So now I get a nice strong thumb, and the thumb's basically going towards the floor for the most part. Maybe slightly out, but mostly it's going towards the floor and I'm getting the tone that way. And now with the index finger, again, watch that other video. The guy does a better explanation than me. But what's happening is my index finger, you want it to touch your palm. Not always, but let's do that. So I want a really big follow through, and I want your index finger to actually touch the inside of your hand. So in other words, we're not pulling up like this. This is another like most common mistake, and I did this all the time. This finger would come up. That's really uncomfortable. It's not the muscle group you want to be using. What should be happening is instead of I'm pulling this knuckle up, what's happening is I'm pushing down from this main one. So you can even take your left hand. So I got, let's do it on the third string. I got these three resting, right? First, second, third, A, M, I. So I'm on the third string with my index. You can put your thumb down on a string too. Put it on the fifth string. Rest everything there. Feel that. Squeeze it a little bit, right? And that sensation of squeezing is like as if I'm making a fist, right? And so that's where the energy and power is going to come from. So I'm pushing from here, right? This big joint right underneath it. I'm pushing, and the follow through is I'm touching my palm. You might not do that all the time in practice, but I want you to get used to that because so many players are doing that incorrectly. I played guitar probably for 15 years. Yeah, about 15 years before I realized how to properly pick with my right hand, and it took me taking lessons from a classical player. Thank you, Mr. Kostelnik. I really appreciate it. And so we're doing this. And do that really slow. When I'm firing my index finger, ideally that's the only one that should be moving. Right? I'm just firing that index finger. It's going all the way, following through to my hand, and that's the sound that I'm getting. And you're gonna have to experiment with how much classical players grow their nails out. I don't, right? It's my wife doesn't like it. It's gross. And then you break them when you do manual labor. So you don't need fingernails to play this way. Maybe that's a better view of what's happening here. So I'm not like pulling out. I'm not, I don't know how to explain it. You just got to experiment and try to get the right angle. So I'm coming like up and away like this, right? But I'm just pushing from this main joint. That's the main takeaway, right? This isn't going up. I'm not doing anything weird, but closing my fist. Let me do it with all three of these fingers, and I'm gonna do all three of those. And I'm using my pinky to kind of close. And that's it, I'm closing my fist. You can put your thumb down on a string and just close your fist right into a complete fist. It's not really tucked in, it kind of ends up like that. That's how you're getting the strength. And then you relax and put them all back down. This is a great exercise. You really want to get used to that, right, snappy sensation. And then from there, you can do one finger at a time. Index, then the middle. I'm only doing the middle. Trying not to move anything else. And then I'm only doing when you do your ring, your pinky fires with it. Right, it can go with it. It's so weak. My ring finger's so weak on this hand. The classical players would make fun of me. They would not be proud of my playing. So this is a little exercise you can do, is get each of these fingers Nice and strong, right? Practice on different chords. Really get used to that idea. And that's what we want to keep in mind with all of this finger picking stuff. The lessons go further. There's something called planting or prepping. Again, I feel like classical guys know this deeper and more inside out than I do. So you could look up some videos on that. But in a nutshell, I'll show you what that is. So we'll spend a moment on prepping or planting before we get into the song here. If I'm going to play so I'm on the top 3 strings here. If I'm going to do I, M, what I want to do in order to get really fast eventually is I play the I alone. Now this is a prep. When I play the M, because I know I'm going to go back to the I, it's a compound movement. I play the M, but my index finger goes right back down to where it was. So watch that again. I'm not just playing M. You could do that, but if you want to get fast, when you play the M, watch what happens here. My I immediately goes back down to the 3rd string. Here we go. I'm going to play it, and that goes back down. So I play this one's up. I'm going to play the M and prep the I. And watch what happens, right? When I played that M, I prep the I. When I play the I prep the M. So they're dancing back and forth. And that's how classical players play so darn fast. I miss, right? It's easier with your fingernails because if they're long, then they kind of create a nice little nook for you to rest your fingers on. It's a bit harder when you don't have nails. But this is what we're going for, this prep. And the prep, ideally, I see occasionally I'm touching the string on accident. It's also harder on an electric. Classical guitar, the strings are a little further apart, which is helpful. But that's what we're going for, this constant preparation. And that's how you get fast runs, right? I'm not very quick, but you get the idea of playing and prepping. All right, enough theory. We're going to play some Blaze Foley. I don't know if Blaze Foley, thought about it this technically, but it doesn't matter. Either way, he intuited it, right? He was very thoughtful is what I'm saying. Whether he knew the technical terms, planting, prepping, all great players intuit these kinds of things and they practice them because they know. They're trying to get good and they put in a lot of time and they figure these things out. Let's do it together. Go, Blaze Foley, our little town. Don't be alarmed. Blaze is not in E on this song. Clearly he tuned to himself. You can see in the video he's pretty sleepy. I don't think he had a tuner or a pitchfork on him, tuning fork. I think he's a little flat. So what you can do at the beginning of the recording is just listen to him play that low E, right? And focus your low E on his. And then when you finally feel like it's good, then you can match up the rest if you want to play along with Blaze. Don't worry, I'm in standard E tuning. I'm not that sleepy. I have an electronic tuner. They're easy to use, so don't worry about it. Let's do this one. If you're new to this channel or guitar playing, not super new, but kind of new, then this is a great song for you. As I've already said, you're going to learn a lot from it. Take it slow. If you have any questions, comment below. This community is great. So if you're new to fingerpicking and you found this video, comment below and others will help you out and cheer you on here at Mike's Music Method. Thank you to all my patrons. You guys know who you are. Anyone who's donated on PayPal or is doing a monthly PayPal donation or a Patreon subscription. Big hugs. I love making these. I want to keep bringing you guys content, so thank you for buying me time. If you haven't donated yet and you're finding value in these videos, please consider as well. You can be spending $30 a week on guitar lessons. 30, 60, 90, 120 bucks. Some lessons are more, $160. And here at Mike's Music Method, give me $10 a month, $20 a month. That'd be better. $5, that's fine. $1 a month, that's awesome. $1 a month, you can afford. I mean, what a great education you're getting for $1 a month. The value for value model. I've got nothing behind the paywall. All the tabs are on my website. Everybody's having fun here. All it costs is $1, and you get to enjoy this content, and you get to see me do this. Let's do the video. So the first measure. P on the 6th string, then we're gonna stay on these 3, right? We've got I on the 3rd string, M on the 2nd, and A on the 1st. And they're just gonna rest there the whole time until you play them, right? but then they're right there. So I start off in that good position, and we've got 6, 3, 2, back to 3. Now, you're gonna realize this is a bit trickier than it seems, because when we're going back and forth, you're not hearing this, right? You don't want to accidentally hit the ones you're not playing, or even prevent them from ringing out. So they all sing really clean. So the strings, 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the fingers are P, I, M, I, A, M, I. Then I do the thumb, and I pull it off. And we're going to kind of lift up the whole chord, because then he goes into a B7. And it starts the same, which is, but the 5th string, right? We're doing a B7 chord, and we've got 5th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 2nd. So that it starts the same there, right? P, I, M, I, A, M. And here we have a hammer on, so I'm gonna move my middle finger and hammer on the 6th string, open 2. And then we play the 4th string. Now it's up to you whether you're gonna use your thumb or your index finger. You have enough time to use your thumb, it's up to you. But be consistent. You can do it that way, or thumb and thumb. So the first 2 measures. Now I'm confusing myself. And then back to E. So we've got that E to the B7, then we go back to an E in the 3rd measure of this intro. Pretty similar. 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then we have a quick 6, 3, 4. And how we're doing that is P, I, P, 6, 3, 4, but it's all on the E chord. Yeah, and then the last measure of this intro is 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fingers, P, I, M, I, A, M, I, P. Here's the intro all the way through. 3, 4. I think I hit the wrong string on that B7 chord. Right, it's a 6th string, then the 4th. I think I hit the 3rd on accident. All right, then Blaze starts singing his beautiful lyrics and melody. E chord, same pattern. 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a B7, exact same pattern. 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's always that same thumb. Let me say the PIMA. P, I, M, I, A, M, I, P. Then it repeats. P, but the P's on the 5th string here. P, I, M, I, A, M, I, P. Back to the E. Except the ending here is. He kind of does, so it's pretty much the same, and he only does this maybe once or twice on the verse, but he does 6, 2, and then he puts his pinky down on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and pulls off 6, 2, pull off on 3. So that whole verse, or the whole measure there of the E. And I don't know if he's doing P, M, I, probably P, M, I. And then it stays on the E chord. Same basic pattern. And then it does that same basic pattern again. If we sing it, I watch the sun come up today. Then another really very similar pattern. Starts the same 2 measures, E, B7, back to the E. Then we have a cool little measure here of E7. So we put our pinky down on the 3rd fret, not initially. So I'll show you when we have 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's when the pinky goes down. 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then we have 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. That quick little quick hops he does in there. And I love the little vocal change here he does. The wind swept all the clouds away. Yo. And now we get the same pattern on an A chord, and we do it twice. So 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Same exact pattern, nothing new. The sky did turn from gray to blue. That's back to an E, and the exact same pattern. So don't need to talk through it, just 2 measures of A, 2 measures of E with that next lyric. And then we got 2 of B7, same pattern, 2 of E. Let's do it slow. As my thoughts did turn to you. Really pretty. You got that verse structure down. It's just making sure you're not accidentally hitting the wrong notes with these right hand fingers. And of course, the beauty is Blaze's singing. This song's really gorgeous. I don't know it that well. Maybe we'll see if I take the time and put one at the beginning, but I would love to spend some time singing this because that's what makes it so beautiful. It's the subtle, it's a little melody. It's really pretty where he holds the notes, when he shifts down to hold them. Beautiful. But let's keep going with the chorus part here. I lied to you guys. There's a whole nother verse, exact same thing. Tonight I'll be alone and blue. Right, a whole nother. Oh, sorry, wrong there. We have the first verse, I watched the sun come up today. The second verse is the birds sang songs we used to sing. And then the chorus is tonight I'll be alone and blue. And so let's talk about that part. Good news is it's pretty much the exact same pattern we've already been doing. So let's look at these chords here. We have A, same pattern. Right, it's 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it twice. To E. Sorry, I'm rushing. I want to give you the information, but I'm going too quick, I know. So we got a lot of A to E. There's only one little exception here. If you see in the tab, the next time it does it here, we have an A. He adds an A sus by lifting that second string and making it open there on that second run of the A. And back to the E. Then the B7. Back to an E. Sorry if I'm playing it too quick. I want you guys to get the flow and the feel. Of course, just set your own, speed to it. Keep it mellow. Make sure your fingers are doing what they need to do. So let's sing the chorus. It's so beautiful. Sorry, I don't really know the melody that well, so please bear with me here. But we've got the A chord. Tonight I'll be alone in blue. Back to the A. With empty arms that long for you. Back to the E, right? Here we have the A and then the A sus. I only hear that lonesome sound. So pretty. B7. song. There's one other thing that happens, a couple other things, but that's basically it. So it's all about focusing on that right hand, making sure your posture's right. I don't have it on the left leg because I got the tab on top. You can play it really legato. So here you're not really thinking about prepping too much because you don't want them to stop and be staccato. But it's just all about that right hand focus, getting that neglected ring finger to do some work. You know, next time someone cuts you off when you're driving and you're really upset, you know, try throwing that one up instead. It's a little more difficult. You'll get some practice in. If the guy gets mad at you, just say, no, my guitar teacher told me to do it. It's practice. Okay? It's difficult. Try it. Well, we're working on a right hand one. It's kind of painful. And what am I talking about? I robbed you guys of the coolest part here. We have the musical interlude, all right? It's kind of similar, but there's a lot of other cool stuff going on. So we pinch right at the top. We're pinching 6 and 1. So if you got used to the beginning, now we got a bit of a challenge to get your PIMA going even better. So we pinch 6 and 1, and then it's 2, 3, thumb on 4. Pinch, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, and then it's 6, 2, 3 at the end. So that whole measure again. Let me line up better for you here. Pinch, 3, pinch, 2, 3, thumb on 4, 3, 2, 6, 2, 3. And the general rule of thumb, remember your IMA is on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. And then the next measure, a B7, 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then that hammer-on part again. We're hammering on the 6th string, open to 2, and then the 4th string. So that measure. Back to the E. Pretty similar to the first one, but no pinch. We've got 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 6, 3, 4. That little quick hop again. And then this measure is finally the same as the first. Pinch, 6 and 1. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 6, 2, 3. So that E was the same as the first one. So we've got a little more movement. Watch Blaze do it. There's a cool live version. It's really delicate and pretty. But let's keep going with the interlude here. I've had too much coffee today. We're going to play those first 4 bars first, all right? 3, 4. Next 4 bars, we got E, B7, and E, but a cool little trick in here. So we got E is the same, pinch, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 6, 2, 3. And then the B7, 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, hammer again on the 6. And then to the 4th, nothing new there. A little different here, this is cool. Back to an E chord, 6, 3, 2, 4. So that breaks the pattern. 6, 3, 2, 4. Remember that's the thumb. So P, I, N, P. And then 1st string. And then 6. And then we got hammer on the 3rd string. So 1 to 2. And then back up to the 1st fret. Hammer and then 1st fret again. 1, 2, 1. So that whole measure. 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 6. Kind of cool. And then I'm going to pinch 6 and 2, but I've got the E7, so my pinky's down on the 3rd fret here. So I got pinch that, pinch 6 and 2, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. So weird pattern, not hard, but just got to memorize it. Then it's to an A. This part is beautiful. This chord coming up on the A is really beautiful. We got a regular A, then an A sharp 11. So we've got a regular A, not a new pattern, right? Same thing. 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this is really cool. I'm gonna play it like this. I pivot So I've got these here, middle finger and index. And I'll show you why, because we have this 5, 3, 2, 0, or sorry, 5, 3, 2, 1. And then you gotta put your pinky down, or your ring finger, on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. And the pattern is, so we got that 4th fret down on the 2nd string, then you do the 3rd and the 5th. So 2nd, 3rd, 5th. And then you resolve it by barring 2, 2 again, but it's the same pattern, 2nd, 3rd, 5th. So ring finger or pinky go down on the 4th fret, then you lift it to the bar. So it's 4, 2, open, 2, 2, open. So listen to that, it's so cool. Regular A, then I pivot my fingers here. Oops, sorry about that. Now that I'm looking at the tab, you don't hit that open again at the end. It's just 2, 3, 5th string, 2, 3. That's the rhythm. Yeah, Blaze. Back to an E. Pattern's different though. 6, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4. Then it does it again. 6, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. And then it ends different. 6, 2, 4. Look at the tab. Again, I mean, are you going to memorize every note of this? No, probably not. But while you're practicing it, do it. Just make sure your fingers can tackle all these ideas. Then we've got a B7. 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. The hammer on, right on 6, and then 4. We played that a bunch in the song. It does it again. Then back to E. 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5, 3, 4. Write that quick, 5, 3, 4. And then it just ends basic. 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool interlude. Listen to Blaze, do it a bunch, put it together slowly. Such finesse, and he really makes it sound like he's doing a whole bunch, but not really, just an occasional hammer on, except for that exception on that cool little A sharp 11 chord. Let's put the whole music interlude in here so you guys can hear it. We'll start from the beginning. 3, 4, pinch, B7 with the hammer, E, cool little run, cool little run, B7. Sorry, I've got to scroll. Does E again, right? With the weird sus chord. Then the pinky comes down for E7. To A. Move it. So pretty. E, simple E. Whoa. A little walk at the end. Then we've got a B7. Hammer on. Again. E. Again, really not that hard. Clever playing. Real pretty. Here's the end. Let's do the end here. We're gonna tag it on. I'm gonna walk you through. We do another, so it's verse, chorus, that beautiful interlude. Then a verse and a chorus, and then we just tag the last chorus with this part here. Since you left our little town, and it does it again, B7, since. Write the real easy one. 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it again. Our little town. And the ending is just this. 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then he just strums. His pinky makes it a sus4. And he pulls it off. So you get this big ending sound just by doing the pinky. We're gonna do the whole thing together, you and I. Okay, from the top. 2, 3, 4. Pull off. Hammer. Fun part. I watched the sun come up today. Sorry. Got that cool little part there. Forgot about it. The wind swept all the clouds away. The sky did turn from gray to blue as my thoughts did turn to you. Then we have a whole nother verse, you get the idea. Then we're gonna jump to the chorus, which starts on the A chord here. Tonight I'll be alone and blue, with empty arms that long for you. I only hear that lonesome sound since you left our little town. I'm getting better at this song. Oh, I messed up. Oh yeah, then we have the little musical interlude. So let's go. I messed up that transition E chord there. What am I doing wrong? I think I wrote it wrong. I need to fix my tab. Sorry. And then the musical interlude, 3, 4, pinch. Hammer. Cool little run. Pinch. Cool run. Pinch. Run. B7. Hammer. Pinch. I'm playing it a little fast, but just giving you the flow of it, yeah? Then we've got A. The cool part, so pivot here. Oh, sorry. There it is. I'm learning too. Same thing. Then another chorus and that little tag part at the end. So what's the last line of the chorus? Since you left our little town. Then back to the B7. Since you left our little town. So pretty. This is another one I want to add to the list and learn it real well and sing it pretty. A great tip, and I'll have to do a whole nother video on this, but you get a special tip if you're here till the end. When you want to sing a song really good, this is so valuable. Learn the entire melody of the song on your guitar. Write the chorus. Because often when we sing, we know the notes we're holding, but we do a lot of guesswork on the in-between runs. So when you learn it on guitar, you piece together super slow. It forces you to learn every syllable. What is he singing? What is Blaze singing on every frickin' syllable in the song? And then you train yourself just like I did. Sky did turn from green to blue. I don't really know it, but I'm not saying that's it. But you go in there, you figure it out note for note, and you practice singing again and again with the guitar. So the exact pitch is getting drilled in your head, and you're rehearsing it. You're rehearsing the runs, all the notes. Does this next phrase start on the same note as the last one, or do I go up? And you get more and more confident with it. And then eventually you want to be able to sing it without the guitar. Skies did turn from green to blue. Gray to blue. I don't even know what I'm doing. But you get the idea. And then, only then, when you can sing it confidently a cappella, right? No instrument. That's when you know the song. For years and years, I used the guitar as my crutch. Like, I couldn't even sing my songs unless I heard the chord. Oh, now I know the note. But give yourself the starting note, of course, but then you should be able to sing the whole song, right? If you're going on a walk, you're in your car, you're in the shower, start on any note and sing the chorus. And are you confident? You know, chorus. Are you sure exactly what note you're going to? Are you on pitch? So invaluable. Learn the song that way. And sing it a bunch like that, and your singing is going to get so much better. Then when you have that guitar, you're hearing the chords, you're just going to belt it and sing it and feel good about it. And even if your voice, you don't have, like, you weren't born with some great pipes, whatever, like, hitting pitch and giving it emotion is like 90% of it. I mean, look at frickin' Bob Dylan, look at Leonard Cohen, Nick Cave. These guys can't frickin' sing. Confidence and delivery, focus on that. Get the pitch. Pitch is so important. All right. We did it. See you next time. Mike's Music Method. Yeah, Blaze. And you get to enjoy this content, and you get to see me do this. Let's do the video.